Hey guys, welcome back here at Overtake. I'm Michel and we're still at Sim Formula Europe 2025. And with me today is Richard from SimLab. Welcome, sure. Richard.
Thank you.
So, first of all, I'd like to officially thank you because you guys were so supportive with the rigs that we have in our office. And this is our daily stuff basically where we can test things. So thank you so much for the seats, for the rigs. And we've already briefly tested your brand new or in development wheelbases on SimRacing Expo last year. And now we're here again. First of all, has something changed already in the development? Is there some new software tweaks that you made to them?
There's a lot of development going on the background with the Direct Drive wheels. Pretty much everything is at the moment revamped from the last time we've been on the Expo in Germany. So we're talking about firmware, hardware and software. Everything is revamped, everything is pretty much fully in production. We have a really nice piece of software running at the moment, which has all the filters included and has another couple of really cool features that I think we're going to be displaying soon to the public. And I think in general, we bought 3 cockpits here, and a really cool thing about it is that everything on it is simlab now. So we have a full cockpit. We have
pedals, shifters,
steering wheels,
everything's here.
Yeah.
So you also plan to offer a full package basically. So if someone goes on your website, they can pretty much spec it in a way that they don't need anything else anymore. Right. Maybe a screen then in that case.
Yeah, screen and a computer.
Screen and PC obviously, but otherwise you get everything from SimLab.
That's right.
So what are we talking about? Is the wheelbases are aimed more into the high-end range, I guess? So you have 25. Newton meter and even 35?
35, yeah.
Oh, wow.
So we're planning for 3 models, and they are more orientated to the high quality, high-end market.
All right, I would say we just hop into the rig and get a little impression. So SimLab has started with the cockpits, right?
We started with the cockpits and obviously accessories for cockpits and monitor mounts. And the first thing where we really start to expand our lineup were the wheels. That we're doing with grid. So we have the Porsche RSR, the MPX wheel, and afterwards we added the pedals, handbrake, and now the shifter. And
what made you think that, hey, that's the moment we decide we make our own wheelbase? Were you not pleased with the stuff that was on the market?
If you would stand in my shoes, you obviously always would dream of releasing a direct drive wheel, to the market. It's not like a really linear decision type of process, where you get into, you talk with people, you talk with obviously people that are in the direct drive motor industry. And then from one thing, something else happens, it kind of evolves in a natural way.
Yeah, interesting. This sequential shifter also first time for me, obviously, but
how's it feeling?
Yeah, really good. Like it has this snappy point towards the shifting.
Yeah. So it's going to include 3 profiles that you can swap inside of the shifter. And every profile has its own haptic feeling. This one has really a clicking feeling to it. But the other one, there are basically 3 gradients in it. And you can, on the fly, you can adjust the tension. I think it's very important, at the end of the day, force feedback is the feeling that the wheel transfers through the rubber tires, so there's a lot of natural damping going on already. And I think a lot of force feedback wheels on the market are very spiky and granular. Which is obviously not realistic, really, I think.
So far, I couldn't say anything bad about the wheelbase. It's just communicating
good.
Communicating good, yeah. This one is one of the trickiest in Mugello.
Yeah.
So just stick to the curb and then let it run into the... Yeah.
Nice.
So, especially here, when you go a bit uphill and you have these little bumps and crests in the track, that's usually where you can also feel the elevation changes and stuff. How the wheelbase also communicates those, because there's always a certain pull effect if you go over these little crests and junctions and so on, and that all is very smoothly and finely communicated. And so you told me also that the direct drive technology, so the internals of the wheelbase, they are completely different from all other products that we know.
That's right. Yeah.
What is the main purpose of having different components? So what is the biggest difference that you...
Well, the main difference about our hardware is that we are using, it's called a DSP chip. And this chip is used in the industry when low latency and live computation is very important. So yeah, this is the main difference.
I see. Okay.
From the hardware side.
But as the development still takes a while, I guess you can't talk about prices or release dates or anything. That's too early then, right?
No, well, release date, we're aiming for the end of the year.
Oh wow.
Okay. Yeah. So we're already advanced quite a lot. You can see with the software that we have running.
No.
Everything is there, you know. And now it's just for us to put it in a package and make it polished, basically.
Yeah. Cool. Yeah. And it will be PC only, I guess?
Yeah, for now.
Yeah, for now, yeah. So what is the main purpose of having even 10 Newton meter more?
Yeah.
Is it just... How is the experience different if you, for example, ran the same force, the same Newton meter in iRacing, for example, and you still have the more overhead, or what?
Yeah, it's the overhead, and it's also the characteristics of the motor. Okay. No, it's not only the raw power. It's just the characteristics of the motor, and there's a couple of there's a little. Well, I wouldn't call it little, but it's a small thing that's sticking to the 35, which we cannot really disclose at the moment.
Yeah. Okay. So there's just a bit more in terms of reactivity and smoothness, probably.
Yeah, I think you need to try it.
Okay. Yeah, then let me get one more lap, and then we go over to the other one.
Yeah.
Let's go down Radion, and you can already tell that like the small bumps and little pieces of road that are irregular to the flat surface are already communicated in a very detailed and smooth way. Yeah, curbs very nice this time. So what I was missing a bit from the 3D curb texture on the other setup, whatever they've done here, it's a bit better. So it's as I would expect it to be with iRacing's curbs. Also, if we go like up the curb on the inside here a little bit and so on, it's very communicative. Let's go over this one a little bit and let the car settle. Yeah, especially the effect when the car was on a curb like here and it goes back. You have this very direct impression of the car settling and moving its way to the left. That's very nice. But can we quickly talk about the screen setup? How great is that? It's so immersive and crystal clear. I have to ask him what kind of TV or monitor it is. No, great. I think we got an impression. That's quite impressive. The whole setup, so much fun, but also a lot of money that you throw in here. This wheel, of course. Beautiful. That's the wheel we had on our booth last year, actually, the Porsche Grid by SimLab wheel. Okay, Richard, that was great fun. Yeah. I think also I talked to your colleague. I said it's just effects pretty much that are missing. Yeah. Because on some other wheelbases now, as I ran the Porsche on Mugello, sometimes if you go up the hill, there's a bit more like for elevation changes, and if you lean on the tire, there's some. It's really just effects, but you already get a really good, smooth understanding of what the car, what the tires are doing. And I just needed 2 or 3 laps to really get into my pace. Yeah.
I think we now currently have all the basic effects running, so like inertia, spring effect. But in the future we will have different effects also. Yeah. And we want to make the effects in such a way that if you're playing around with it, you really feel like, okay, this is a powerful option that I have to alter the force feedback. That's our goal.
Are you also able to address things like ABS activation and wheel rubbing and stuff when the simulator allows for it?
It's not yet decided at this moment, but I think
What is the next opportunity for people to try it? What's the next exhibition? Do you already have a plan this year?
The plan is obviously to showcase the product in the simracing expo.
Again, yeah. So, all right, guys, you know where you can test it and save up some money for Christmas because you need a new wheelbase maybe towards the end of the year. Thank you so much.
No, thanks.
Thank you so much. Like, subscribe. You know how it works. See you next time. Bye bye.
Bye bye.